Hey, what's up, gang? Are you having issues with your fleet manager? In this video, I just want to give y'all some advice on how to deal with your fleet manager / driver manager. Let's get into it. Now, I have been having issues with my new DM. So I'm going to walk you through my story and what happened with me and my fleet manager, and then I will proceed to give you some advice on how to deal with your situation. Before I get into it, this is a disclaimer. It is very unfortunate that I have to keep putting this in my videos, but it is what it is at this point. I have a potty mouth. And if you do not like curse words, if your little Holy Spirit is not aligned with curse words, I need you to click off now. This is not the video for you. Don't get your goofy ass in my comment section telling me that I need to stop cursing, telling my big grown ass at this big ass age to stop cursing and how the fuck to talk, okay? If it's not aligned with you, keep scrolling. Scrolling is free. I keep trying to tell y'all this. Don't be a weirdo and take it upon yourself to watch the whole entire video and hear all these curse words after I just told you I got a potty mouth and still comment under my comment section with the bullshit. Just keep scrolling, please. Save us all the headache. Now that we got that out the way, let's get into it. So the thing with Marten is they start you out with a temporary fleet manager at first. This manager basically just kind of like walks you through this person just really just hold your hand while you know, get used to how that company works. Well, this company, Marten. Look at him, he's not even paying attention. That person just holds your hand while you basically get familiar with, you know, the way Marten does their thing over here. So what I find to be fucked up is the fact that they don't tell you this in orientation. Nobody ever mentions anything to you about this whole fleet manager situation. This is just something that you find out along the way. I don't think that's cool, but whatever. So I had that purse for a good 2 months, and then they passed me along to another fleet manager. Now, have you ever met someone and you knew right off the rip, like, me and this one ain't gonna get along, or me and this one ain't gonna do too well together? That is exactly how I felt from the moment I spoke to that lady. I knew off the rip it wasn't gonna work for me. So the first week we had an issue, we bumped heads. Now I had got used to the flow of how my first DM moves, how my first DM worked. He was perfect. I had I still don't have nothing bad to say about him. He was on his shit. He just understood the assignment, and that's what I liked about him real bad. Now, I had never had to reach out to him and tell him I'm ready for a load. I never had to, you know, he just understood the assignment. He kept me rolling, and I liked that about him real bad. So they just one day out of the blue swapped me over to a new DM. Now, off the rip, she rubbed me wrong. I had to reach out to her day number 1 and, hey, what's going on? I need a new load. Like, I wasn't used to that. I never had to do that with my old DM. So that was the first red flag for me. Shit just kept getting worse and worse and worse after that. So for the first week, I only had her for like a weekend. And my weekend was a shit show. Like, ever since I got her, it has not been flowing smoothly, to the point where she started making me feel like I was kind of like rethinking this whole Marten thing. But I didn't want to base my opinion on the whole company. Like, I didn't want to put the whole company in a box due to one little piece of shit ass person. You feel me? So I didn't want to do that. So I said, you know what? Walking into the next week, I'm going to give her a chance. This lady got on the phone. She's trying to plead to me and tell me how good of a... She's trying to convince me on how great of a fleet manager she is. Which, for me, it doesn't take all of that. The proof is in the pudding. If you great, we wouldn't be even having this conversation right now. Now, would be. So she's going above and beyond to try to prove to me how great she is or whatever. She had one of her personal friends reach out to me to further try to convince me how great she was. He was a dickhead. It was just a mess. Okay. So walking into next week, the first full week with her, I said, you know what? I can't change anybody else. Let me adjust my attitude. Let me adjust the way I'm moving, the way I'm processing things, the way I'm thinking, the way I react to her in situations. So that was my thing coming into the next week, which it kind of worked. I thought. She was okay. I guess when she came back in, she kind of adjusted her attitude. I adjusted mine. Everything was all right. Now, it's multiple things about this chick that I was not feeling. First and foremost, she's calling me every single morning. If my clock dare go over 10 hours, this bitch on my line. Looks like you was on a 10-hour and 30-minute break. When you going to get going? Like, micromanaging me. Like, bitch, you need to fall back. Like, you doing too much, first and foremost. I think you might be getting your role misconstrued. You are not my fucking boss. You don't need to keep calling me every single fucking day. All these clocks around me, Bookie, I'm well aware of what the fuck time it is. Okay? This was she doing every other day. Like, it's becoming annoying. Like, she literally micromanaging me. You're not my boss. Fall back. Point blank, period. Okay. Now, the first, like, major issue we had was her not being on top of her shit. The loads. She wasn't giving me my loads. I had to keep reaching out to her to remind her, hey, I'm ready for another load. Then, the second issue I had with her, I had fucked around and asked her one day, did I get my minimum guaranteed pay? This bitch gonna tell me she don't know. She got 27 other drivers she got to deal with. Like, bitch, wrong answer. Fuck. How you gonna say you don't know? Like, the correct answer should have been, you know what, let me check into it, I'll get back with you. Or something to that nature, you know? Not just, I don't know, all pissy with it. Like, bitch, you the one who slides my money across to the other people. You the one who approves the shitcoins. Fuck you mean you don't know? That's the wrong fucking answer. That rubbed me wrong. Coming into the next week, I tried to adjust my attitude, and I knew I wasn't tripping, and my gut and my everything was telling me something ain't right with this heifer. And it was right. It was on point like a pencil. You feel me? Next week, I tried to adjust my attitude. We bump heads again. Boom. So I'm like, I'm waiting for her for a load for 12 hours. I went over my 10 hours. I did my 10-hour reset, and I had not had a load. Now, the load that I was under prior to this was only going 100 miles up the road. It doesn't take 24 hours to complete 100 miles, okay? I'll give it 3 hours max, and that's just dragging it. But, okay, let's roll with it. The load is only going 100 miles. You should have had something on top of me right off the bat. Like, why is it a whole day went by and I'm just on one load that's only going 100 miles? Then the next day, I still don't have a load? Like, bro. Okay. I wake up the next morning. Now, I normally get up around 6 or 7. My alarm goes off every morning at 5:30. So I got up around 7-ish, seen I didn't have a load, went back to sleep. Get back up around 8-ish, going on 9, still no load. So I say, hey, send her a message. What's up? I need a load. Please be patient. We're working on it. To me, it's like, how the fuck y'all working on it still? It's a whole day later. Okay, whatever. So I'm chilling. I'm waiting. Maybe like 45 minutes later, 9 something ish. It's like she simultaneously sent me my load and called my phone at the same time. Like, press the button, boop, on my phone. She immediately gets on the phone and was like, she don't say good morning, how you doing, nothing. I just sent you a message letting you know that you could get going. I'm like, okay. The shit just came through my phone. I mean, it literally just came through the tablet. Literally. As soon as you got on the phone, it was coming through. It literally just came through. I don't know why y'all expect for the drivers to sit in front of these tablets like, come on, load, come on. Bitch, I got to shower, I got to wash my ass, I got to eat, I got other shit that I'm doing. I'm not sitting here staring at this fucking tablet waiting for your ass, okay? I didn't say this to her, but this is what I'm thinking in my head. I did say, okay, the load just now coming through. Okay. She like, well, you've been on a 12-hour break. Like, bitch, I've been waiting for you. Fuck you mean I've been on a... Are you serious right now? Then she gonna say, well, I guess I ain't got nothing else to say. Click. So that kind of had my blood boiling. Like, bitch, what is we doing this morning? It's 8 o'clock in the fucking morning. You're not about to ruin my day already. So I get on the tablet now, and I get to texting her like, listen, your attitude is trash. All of that was completely unnecessary. I literally just told you that the load is just coming through my tablet. How you got an attitude? How you pissy with me for you fucking up? Do you know this bitch responded back and gonna say, if you want a better attitude, be a better driver. Clutch my pearls. Bitch, who the fuck is you talking to? Baby, when I tell you it sent shockwaves through my body, I'm just like, no the fuck she did not. Okay, so now at this point, I'm on the tablet cursing because I'm pissed now. You don't cross the line. It's one thing to be professional, but it's another thing to like be disrespectful. And at this point, bitch, I'm not your child. So I tell her like, look, I'm not your motherfucking child. I've been waiting for your motherfucking ass all morning. 12 hours I've been waiting for you, to be exact. And how the fuck you got a pissy attitude with me because you fucking up? How about you work on being a better fleet manager and maybe this shit'll flow better? The fuck is you talking about? She gonna text me back, you still talking? I said the word of the day for you is accountability, and I put it in all caps. Look it up, sweetie, because you took no accountability for your part in this, your role in this. You literally had me waiting for you for 12 hours. I only had a load that was going 100 miles. I don't understand how you got a pissy ass attitude with me, because you not doing your job. And furthermore, if I am a shitty driver, that's not how you talk to a fucking driver. That's not how you talk to a driver. For you to be the fleet manager, your job is to help guide the driver, to help the driver be better at what they do or be successful at this company. Bitch, not get on the phone telling a motherfucker that they a shitty driver in so many words. That's what she told me. That's how I felt. That's how I took it. Who the fuck and how the fuck? I don't understand how this heifer still got a job there, to be honest, because not only have I complained, but there has been multiple drivers throughout the years who have been complaining about her, not just right now in the present moment, but in the past as well. And she keep bumping heads with females. I have been told from another driver that has been working for Marten for a very long time that she has an issue with women. And for me, she give me bully vibes. She's like nice nasty. She one of them bitches that'll say something nice to you and add a little razzle dazzle at the end. Say some slick shit at the end, like as if you didn't just, like, nice nasty. And I also feel like she was a bully. Like, I don't know if she was looking at my picture, seeing that I had a young face and I look young and she could try me, or maybe she thought I was new to the game or something. I don't know. But I feel like it's like, bitch, you got the right one today. Right idea, wrong bitch. You feel me? So I had to get her right. I had to gather baby girl like a ponytail twice. So after the second time, I'm like, yeah, I already was feeling like, yeah, nah, ain't gonna work. She has a very pissy attitude. She has a nasty disposition. Her communication skills suck. Her people skills suck. Her social skills suck. And she suck at her fucking job. She just suck all the way across the board. I don't understand how she still got a job here. If multiple people keep complaining about her, how she's still here? That's neither here nor there. And something else that I noticed, in that little short time that I've had her as a fleet manager, I noticed what she would do is call you on the phone. She won't text you on that tablet. She'll text you on her personal phone, or she'll call you, so you won't have receipts on how pissy and fucked up of an individual she is. But here's a trick. And this is where we get into the advice part. But hold on, you know what? Actually, no. I'm not done with the story. We'll get into that later. So, after that incident, I took the weekend off. I went on my home time. I was like, because I had reached out to some higher ups to see about getting rid of this bitch. Because I'm like, either I'm going to lose my job, I'm going to either get fired, or I'm going to quit fucking around with this hoe. Or I'm going to get locked the fuck up. Because if I ever meet her in person and she come at me wrong, baby, blackout.com. Okay, so I'm letting them know, like, listen, this ain't gonna work. I need to get the fuck far away from this bitch. This is not gonna work for me. And it's crazy because I've never in all of my trucking career had an issue, this big of an issue with a fleet manager, believe it or not. I'm a people's person. I get along with damn near everybody. I ain't gonna say everybody, but I get along with people. I don't have a pissy attitude, and I believe in treating people how you want to be treated. Okay? I don't have a shitty attitude. I just don't walk around with a shitty attitude. And that's like, if you hate your fucking job, you working in the wrong industry, honey. If you're dealing with people, I don't understand how you just got a pissy ass attitude like this all the time. Like you got the wrong job, just period. So I let them know. So they was like, they'll get on it. So I went home on my home time. I let it rock out. I'm like, by the time I come back, if I don't got no new DM, I'm either going to quit because I sure was about to quit, or I'm going to quit. I ain't got to put up with this shit. I just don't. It's way too many motherfucking companies out here for me to be putting up with some pissy ass motherfucker who's miserable, who hate their motherfucking life. No, I'm not about to do this. One thing about it, if you don't have a decent relationship with your fleet manager, your job, your career at that company, I don't give a damn what company it is, will be miserable. Because y'all are like a team. One hand washes the other. You can't have one without the other. Y'all, it's like a peanut butter jelly sandwich. They go together. You know, your job ain't gonna flow right if your fleet manager ain't shit, and vice versa. You know, so that is major when you have having that relationship with that fleet manager. So boom, I come back in the following week Monday. She talking to me and shit. Like, mind you, she keep every fucking morning, like clockwork, this bitch is micromanaging me. When are you coming to work, getting to work? Your 10 hours is up. And like, bitch. Ugh. God damn. So I had a load that was going only 140 miles from the terminal, which was going to Greenville, South Carolina, North Carolina, one of them. Okay. It didn't have to drop till 11 o'clock that morning. This bitch on my phone at 7 o'clock talking about, please tell me you're going to be on time for the load. I'm like, yeah, now get the fuck off my phone. She like, oh, I just want to be able to trust you because it's 8 o'clock. Bitch, you don't think I see what time it is? You are aware I have multiple clocks around me. I don't need you calling me, telling me what time it is. Like, bitch, I actually got the load there early. I knew exactly what the fuck I was doing. It's like, let me do my job in peace. This is becoming a problem for me. Let me do my fucking job in peace. Okay? I know what time that load got to be there. They know, you know, we all fucking know. I don't need you keep calling my phone like this. Like, it's not going to work. So I'm like, I thought I was getting a new DM any motherfucking ways. She's talking about, obviously I tried, it ain't gonna work. We're gonna have to just try to fix it and what she say, start over from here or some shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I guess. So the day goes by. The next day, again, she on my line. You've been on the clock for such amount of hours. Like, bitch, how you know I'm not doing what I need to do for me behind the scenes? How you know I'm not getting my mind right, washing, eating, washing my ass, you know, getting myself together, handling business at home on the phone? Because hell, I'm never home during the week. I have shit I have to do for me. And mind you, I work 2 jobs. I work this YouTube and I work driving trucks. I have 2 jobs. How you know I'm not behind the scenes handling what I need to do for me to be great in this truck? I ain't gonna be no more good to this truck if I can't do what I need to do for me. How you know my body didn't need those extra 2-3 hours to fucking sleep and rest? How you know these things wasn't taking place? You just on my bumper, like micromanaging. You've been on the clock for such and such, and bitch, and the fuck. So I text her. I got up in time, but I ended up being an hour late for my load. I ran into some traffic once I came through Orlando. Anybody knows about that Orlando traffic? You know that shit gets nasty during rush hour. Now, I knew I was going to run into traffic, so I ended up running into traffic later on that morning. Now, this particular load had to be there at 9. I didn't get there until 10. She like, what's going on with this load? I'm like, I'm on the way. She like, I know you on the way. What's your ETA? I'm like, the GPS say 9:45, so we're going to be late. Can you tell me why you are late so I can let the customer service know, please? I just texted back, said traffic. First of all, you texting me while I'm driving. You really expect for me to be reading these messages while I'm driving? Ain't that a safety thing for y'all? Ain't y'all so big on, not touching the phone and all of this shit? Why you keep messaging me while I'm fucking driving? Okay, so boom. She like, I said traffic. This bitch gonna she gonna text me back and say, are you sure? I just went through your logs and your log said that you was on break you was in the sleeper for 14 hours. I said, look, lady, please stop micromanaging me. I just told you traffic. She like, hopefully they take you because they won't, they don't unload us after 9 o'clock. So I'm like, I get there. I reach at 10 o'clock, go in the office, get them the paperwork. They put me right out the door. I'm like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? They ain't gonna take you. I had not one issue getting that load unloaded. Okay, boom. She called my phone. Now I got to the point where I stopped answering my phone. You don't have to keep calling me, bitch. Stop calling me. You starting to annoy my soul. I stopped answering. I only talk to her through text at this point. Like, stop calling my fucking phone. That's how much she be annoying me. So she like, call me, please. So I call the bitch. This the nice nasty shit. She like, good morning. Like, good morning, bitch. I don't fuck with you like that. What's up? What you need? Did you do your arrival call? Knowing damn well I did it. This the nice nasty shit. I said I been did it. Let me see. There it is. I guess our system is lagging or something. Fake ass laughing shit. She like, also, I did let my team know that I am going to be writing you up. I said, for what? She like, for service failure. I said, the load, for me, service failure is when the fucking load was rejected or denied. Bitch, this load wasn't rejected or denied. They unloaded that shit. That stuff was delivered. What was the service failure for? What was failed about the service? I'm confused. Because it was late. You were supposed to be there at 9. You got there at 10. I said, all right, click, hung up. I got right on the phone with HR and got to letting them know. First thing that I let them know was, listen, because I feel like this bitch, now she's being, now she's doing shit out of spite. Like I said, either I already had called this out, either I'm gonna get fired or I'm gonna quit. So now she's doing shit out of spite, I feel like, because I done been late multiple times, and bitch, this has never been a thing. I think she was just really pissy because we kept bumping heads. I really think she wanted me to over explain myself why I was in the sleeper for so long. Bitch, none of your fucking business. I'm not about to explain myself, okay? I just told your ass traffic and we gonna leave it at that. Get on your little stupid ass keyboard and type to them folks over there and let them know the driver gonna be late due to traffic. Bitch, it could have been so fucking simple. Why you being extra? Okay, so I get on the phone with HR and say, listen, I need a new DM because this one right here is starting to create a hostile work environment, and I can't get with her. Either I'm gonna get fired or I'm gonna quit due to her. Now, it ain't the company as a whole, it's her. So I explained to the person what was going on. I told him, like, she already told me I was a shitty driver. The person was like, she said that to you? I'm like, yeah. So she goes through the tab and she finds the messages. She said, I'm gonna get right on it and I'm gonna call you back or whatever. Maybe like an hour or two later, I got a different fleet manager. I'm like, see, that's all I really had to do for real. I'm going off by her word. She's telling me that she tried to get me, because she claimed that she was trying to get rid of me too. The day that she told me I was a shitty driver, I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and find out who I need to talk to about getting a new DM, because me and you, sweetie, we ain't gonna work. And she was like, I'm already 2 steps ahead of you. Fucking great. I'm glad we can finally agree on something. So she had already told me that I couldn't get a new DM, so I'm taking her word for it. Whole time I got to do my footwork, my groundwork, and was able to get her ass the fuck up out of there. So now I currently have a new DM, which is fucking great. I don't have any issues with him so far. This is my first week with him, and this man ain't been calling he ain't calling my phone not once. I like that. That's refreshing alone by itself, that the man ain't calling my phone every fucking morning bothering me. I love that. She'd have been on my line fucking 99.5 times by now. I like that. So far, I like that alone. And he been keeping me running. I ain't been having no issues with having to tell him I need another load or nothing. I like that. Shit. Let me do my job in peace. Leave me the fuck alone. If we don't got nothing major to talk about, if HR or somebody safety ain't telling you to reach out to me, or you ain't looking for no bills that need to be scanned or something, don't call my motherfucking phone. Just period. Okay, now let's get into the advice. Now, the advice that I have for any drivers who are having any issues with your DM, which is driver manager, or your fleet manager, FM, that has a really pissy attitude towards you, or whatever the case may be, my first tip would be get a new fleet manager. Okay, just like they can fire you, you can fire them. You can go up the food chain. You can go to their boss. If you having issues with them and you can't get through to their boss, then you take it to HR and you explain to HR what your problem is, and somebody at some point should be able to help you. If HR can't help you, then you need to go over HR heads, over their head, and speak to whoever their boss is, and keep just going up and up and up the ladder until your problem is solved. Okay. Secondly, now I told y'all her thing was she was slick. She'll get on that phone and talk to you so you won't have no receipts on how pissy she be being. So my advice is to always talk to that driver manager through that tablet. Don't talk to them no other way but through that tablet. This is a track record of the conversation that you've been having, because HR can see the tablet, the messages on the tablet. Or these iPhones got these new cool little features where you can record your phone call while you're talking to them, Omarosa style. You feel me? Get on that goddamn line and record the conversation you having with your fleet manager, just to have some type of receipts to prove to them what you saying, you backing up what you saying. What this motherfucker really is, a pissy motherfucker. Okay. My next advice would have to be, try to work on yourself. Like, if it's something that is not that major and you feel like maybe I am wrong, maybe I can do some adjusting to my attitude and the way I handle and react to this person, try to do that first before you take those precautions on trying to get a new fleet manager, because it could be just you for real. You could have a shitty day, players fuck up too. It happens. This is trucking. This shit is not easy. It's stressful. So if you're having any issues like that, try to correct yourself first, because you can only control you at the end of the day, not nobody else. And if that still don't work, then move forward with the other steps that I gave you. Make sure you're doing your part on your end, so you won't give these folks no issues with trying to say that you is this and you is that. Make sure you're doing what you got to do as the driver on your end. You feel me? Because all that's going to happen is this person is going to start to make your life at that company shitty. This person is in control of your money, your bag at the end of the day. They get to control your miles, how many miles you get, your loads, the dispatching on the loads. They put your money in for the week, and what's all that's going to happen is they're going to keep being pissy towards you, keep being pissy. Either they're going to get you fired or they're going to force you to quit. And we don't want neither one of those to happen. Somebody who just wakes up and roll out the bed with a shitty attitude, they are the problem. They have some sort of unresolved issue within their spirit that has absolutely nothing to do with you. They are the problem, not you. They have an issue with themselves that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Understand this, people. Any day above ground is a good day. And that's something to be grateful for. If you could just roll out your bed and wake up with a shitty attitude, you are the problem. Once you understand the cycle of life and how human beings operate, you will start to look at the world from a different set of lenses, and you will realize it's not me, it's them. Let me handle this situation accordingly. Free game, people. The game is to be told, not sold. Y'all can thank me later. At the end of the day, you can only control you. Anything outside of you is outside of your control. Focus on you and making you better and doing what it is that you need to do to be able to move about this world in a peaceful way on a daily basis. Don't let nobody take you out your square. Keep on trucking, driver. I think pretty much that's it as far as the advice goes. When it comes to dealing with these shitty people, you do have, unfortunately, people in these customer service field. You have people, driver managers, that have really shitty attitudes. They feel like they hate their fucking life and they hate everything about themselves. So they come to work and they try to make everybody else fucking miserable along with them. That is very unfortunate. We do have people like that out here in this world. So learn how to control your emotions first. Learn how to control yourself first. And like I said, if it don't work, you need to get you a new DM like ASAP, like yesterday. Don't stick around and wait to see if it's going to work itself out. If you having a gut feeling, a bad feeling about this individual, that is your intuition. That is God's source, whoever you believe in, the universe, nudging you, letting you know, like, hey, alert, alert, abort mission. You need to abort that motherfucker before things get out of hand, especially if you see things starting to trickle into, like, it's not getting better, it's getting worse and worse and worse. That's your cue to exit the building. You feel me? So yeah, gang, that's that. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to help you out or answer any questions that you may have. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Y'all be safe out there. If you're out there getting them shacoins, baby, make sure you don't let a bitch take you out of your square. Make sure you drink some water, and make sure you mind the business that pays you. In the meantime, between time, it's your favorite cousin Lady Luck, aka the Street Prophet, aka the Highway Honey. Until next time, bye.